my name is Jana and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode number 178. Welcome back. How have you been? I'm in my safe corner, wearing a very pink sweater. You probably noticed, right? So let's talk about it. Yeah, we'll be talking about knitting, just knitting today, and life as always at the end. So what am I wearing today? Let's dive right in. I'm wearing my new pink sweater that I did last week because, you know, life is lifing, world is crazy, and we need comfort, we need to find joy. We must find joy in whatever we can at the moment. And I wanted a big hug. I wanted a big hug in a color that I don't think I have worn before, in a bubblegum pink. And I showed this to my husband when it was finished, and I said, look, I stress knit myself a comfort sweater. And he asked, did it help? And I said, yeah. He said, good. He's a man of few words, you know, he's a Finn. and few face expressions as well, but good. So yeah, and this feels good. And yeah, it's just something I needed. It feels like a big sweatshirt. The pattern is no surprise to anyone. It's Lento by Helin. My go-to pattern for whatever sweater that comes to my mind, whatever season, style. I mean, you can make it in smaller size, you can make it more oversized in bigger size. This one is oversized. This one is very sweatshirty, very soft, very comfy, cozy. So let me give you the details. So the pattern Lento by Helin, initially published in Line magazine like many years ago, but you can get it as a separate download on Ravelry, and I think maybe on their page as well. Not sure, but probably. I knit mine in size 3. The yarns I used were Kettu Yarns Boucle DK and Silk Mohair, both in color bubblegum. The mohair I had in my stash. Boucle I had to get from my shop. From the seconds bin, which is always great. So, and it weighs just a bit under 400 grams, but it is very generous in ease, and the regular length, not cropped, and a bit extra long sleeves. So I used 3 skeins of boucle and 1.5 skein of silk mohair. Mohair comes in 50-gram skeins, so like about 70-75 grams of mohair and 300 grams of boucle. So a total weight a bit under 400 grams. Yeah, I decided to combine those two for extra fluff and extra coziness, and that's just what it felt like. And it took me 5 days to knit it, but not like intense knitting, not what like I was sitting down and knitting it for 5 days, but I was going to work and taking care of sick kids and doing everything else, and then knitting in between and in the evenings. And I did have a couple of sleepless nights, to be fair, and that's why my sweater was finished in 5 days. My elbow didn't like it, but my soul did, so totally worth it. But it's knit on a big needles, it's knit on a 6mm needles, and yeah, it usually takes me a bit over a week to knit one, like without hurry. I wasn't in a hurry, I was just not obsessed, but I needed something to soothe my mind and keep my hands busy, and here it was. It was mindless enough for the moments when I didn't have brain space for anything else, but yeah, my lovely comfort sweater that I'm planning to wear until it gets too warm to wear it. It Feels lovely. It makes me happy. I think that's all that matters. I did something for myself. Look, I listened to you because I'm reading the comments. The comments tell me take care of yourself and do something nice for yourself. So I did. And my husband gave me some lovely knitting time on Saturday last week, and yeah, that's when I made the most of the sweater. Okay. So, goes with my red face. This is not blush, this is fresh air from outside. I don't think I own a blush, but yeah, fresh air is better than any blush. It's very sunny day today. Not too warm, but very sunny. There is still snow on the ground, just in case you're wondering. Spring is not yet here, but I'm channeling spring with my outfit today. There, I shared my happy thing. My happy thing is my pink, bubblegum pink sweater. I don't think I have ever worn this color, not even when I was younger. To be fair, when I was younger, I was mostly dressing in black and grey, and that was my uniform, and now I'm embracing color, because why not? I'm a big girl, I can wear whatever I want, even if it's a pink boucle sweater. We don't care about trends. We are the trend, yeah? Be your own trend. Okay, let's go to whips. I don't have a lot of whips because, you know, I was busy with this, but I'll show you 3 this week. First one is not a lot to show. Socks. I'm very slowly and painfully. No, it's okay. You can do it. You can knit socks. I'd rather knit another sweater in a week than a pair of socks, but these are for my husband and I like him. He's nice. So I'm knitting socks to match his eyes. He has brown eyes, not orange, no. So there we go. These will go nice with his eyes. And yeah, and he has a birthday at the end of the month, so I have a bit time to finish these. The yarn is some ancient Novita yarn from my stash. I'm knitting from stash. I had a label somewhere. I don't think you can get it anymore, but it's a birdie themed, this one. At least 10 years old, probably more, definitely more. So yeah, that, and it's a thicker sock yarn, so they are growing, even though I haven't been working on them actively. Okay, next one is very exciting and very big. It doesn't fit in any of my project bags anymore. Maybe in some tote. It would probably fit in a tote, but it's been just floating around freely with me around the house, and it looks like a yarn mess completely because I haven't woven in any ends, and I still need some of these for seaming the shoulders. It's my Moominmamma vest by Grey Level Knitter. Pattern can be found in the book published by Lento, which is called Art of the Sea. I have the book. I'm knitting the vest, heavily inspired by Amrit Strik from Denmark. It's a lovely yarn store. Go check them out. They carry my yarn. Okay, Tangle. Sorry, I don't know. I'll show it to you. The Moominmamma is here fully and completely. She's there. She's knitting. Hello. And now the needles are on the floor. I'm making noise. The first shoulder has been grafted together, and now I'm working on the other front panel here. The vest is reversible because it's in double knitting technique. If you're just tuning in, yeah, I've talked about this before. I won't go into much detail this week. I'll talk about it more when it's finished, or you can check previous episodes when I just started it. Knitting size 2 yarns are Kettu Yarns Boucle DK in color caramel, and then the white and the grey is Isager Soft. Lovely blown alpaca in organic cotton tubing. Yes. So Moominmamma is all lovely and plushy and soft. Whichever side you wanna. I don't know. Here she is like original. She's white because you know Moomins are white. But I also like this side where it's reversed on the white background where she's all in a sweet caramel color. So yeah. Oh, I can't wait for it. I was like, oh, sure I can finish. There is not much left. Like, it will be done in no time. But this is taking forever because it's double knitting. See, you knit two stitches at once. The one in front you knit as a knit stitch, and the one in the back you knit as a purl stitch. And then they are knit stitches on both sides. You know, double knitting. It's fun, but very time consuming because you're basically knitting two vests at once. So yeah, it has some weight to it. I don't know, I was shocked when I picked it up because it's usually on my lap, and then like I scooped it up to bring it here and I realized that this actually has some weight to it. So I need to finish the front panel. Then I need to pick up for the button bands all around, and then the biggest issue is what kind of buttons do I get for it. I went through my stash. I found some vintage multicolored buttons, but they are a bit over the top. They are a bit much. I really like them, but I'll look around if I can find something maybe a bit more toned down, but more to the theme. Not like Moomin buttons, but maybe something with teapot on it. It would be nice. Wondering, can I get wooden buttons with like engraved teapots on them? Or like actually, Moominmamma has a coffee pot. Because here, in Nordic countries, we have coffee pots, not teapots. Yes, that's how my husband's grandmother used to make her coffee in a metal pot on a stove. Before the days of coffee makers. But yeah, sorry, I'm digressing. Side stories. Yeah, I'll keep working on it. Not much left. Almost there, and I'm very excited about it, and I know I'm gonna love this thing. I just hope I can finish it before it gets too warm to wear it. Okay, the next one is a new cast on. Yeah, I know. But it's not for me. It's in this lovely wintry bag by Bertie and Poppet, because you know we still have some. And I started. Honestly, I'm just trying to avoid knitting the socks. I don't feel like knitting socks. So what I did, I started a sweater instead for my husband. Because, I don't know, I'm crazy optimistic. So, his birthday is at the very end of the month, and lately I've been busy mending all of his sweaters, and he refuses to wear anything but Letloppi. He has a few sweaters, but he has 3 that are in Letloppi, and I think 2 or maybe 3 that are not in Letloppi. But he only wants to wear Letloppi sweaters. They are his favorite, it's his favorite yarn. He has favorite yarn. And I understand, they are great. They are great if you're not too sensitive for the prickle. He says he can't feel a thing. They are just warm and lovely. Especially when he goes outside and then does something in a cold basement or garage or like whatever. And I've been quite tired of mending his old sweaters, so I decided to start a new sweater for him, and here we are. I started a new sweater, and no, it is not Star Wars themed. Surprisingly, it's fish themed. I'm knitting him a Halibut sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I started it last night. And I'm this far along. Still no fish. That's the little chart that's before the fish. No tails. You know, halibut sweater with giant fish that goes all around the round yoke. I went with size 4 because I want I want a bit less ease than in the pattern. I think I'm aiming for, what did I calculate? I calculated. I did my math yesterday. I don't know, somewhere around 7 to 10 centimeters. So I settled on size 4. I'm knitting it in Letloppi, no surprise. My color choice is like this. I'll show you the colors that I chose for him. The gray one I had in my stash, so that was an easy choice, but then this one I had to go and get, and I love this color. This one is color 56, which is like mid-gray, and I intentionally wanted a lower contrast. There is a lighter gray, which is number 54, and I love that. I have knit with it so many times, but I went one darker, and not just because I had this in stash, because I think it will look nice. You know, the fish will blend in the sea. And this one is color 14, 15, 6, 7. Sorry, kids got to me. And it's called Rough Sea. And I find this color absolutely beautiful, and I think this color is underappreciated. I rarely see projects knit in it, and I don't know why, because it looks like a blend of some kind of dark bluish gray with green. And you know, like when the sea gets stormy, it turns this color. Come on. I hope the camera picks up all the flecks. Do you see the greens? Do you see a bit of like a blue and then the lighter bits playing there? I don't know. I love this color. And I think it suits my husband. It's not like the best color for me probably, but it will look good on him. And I think it goes nice with this gray. So that's my choice, and I'm working on it, and I'm losing stitches. Oh no. The usual story. I need to go find myself some needle stoppers for this project. I just started, but I already did my modifications, because as much as I love Caitlin Hunter's designs, I often find the technical bits not up to my liking. Like the way she does short rows just drives me mad, because I always change it to my way. Because I have tried her way. It doesn't work for me. I don't know. She does the short rows inwards, and when I do it that way, I get a pouch on the back. I don't know. Like, for your hump, for a third boob, a pocket for your snacks, I don't know. I always get a weird blob on the back where the short rows are supposed to be. So I always flip them around and do them outwards, and then I get a nice smooth increase and not a weird looking pouch. Does anyone else have problems like that? I don't know. The inward short rows don't work for me. Like when you do when you go all the way across and then you like make them shorter inside that bit. I don't know. I don't like it. And then another thing that I'm noticing, there were very rapid increases straight after the ribbing, and as you can see, it's puckering. It is puckering, and I don't know, will it block out? I hope it will. I hope it will. I think I could maybe steam it and see, will it block out, or do I need to rip it all back and go and do those increases over several rows instead of over one row? I don't know. It looks like a fancy skirt right now. Do you see what I mean? There is a lot of ruching here, because we had a lot of increases in that one row. Could be that possibly it will block out. Hopefully it will block out. I'm a loose knitter, so my yoke is always quite relaxed, and I can like give it a tuck and flatten it. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Let's just keep going. We can rip it all back when we're finished. I've done that. Trust me, I've done that. Ask me about my soldotna, don't. It's been years and my eye is still twitching because I have reknit that thing twice because of the issues with short rows and tight neck. But yeah, still love the finished object after all the modifications. So I hope he will enjoy his new sweater with giant fish on it. No fish yet, but soon, soon. So that's my third project for today. And the final one. I haven't worked on anything else. I have worked on a blanket, but then again, like a couple of rows. Okay, one more thing that I need to do today is to announce the winners of Find Your Sparkle KAL. Finally. Last week I was in a hurry with the episode and I couldn't gather myself, but we have picked the winners with my little helper. My little helper always helps to pick the Instagram winner. She likes scrolling and poking. Instagram, by the way, has been a nightmare lately. I am not enjoying it and I don't know what to replace it with because they are doing something weird and it's not really working. Okay. So, first of all, I want to thank everyone for your entries, for the lovely chatter, for inspiration. I truly enjoyed watching all your pictures and you embracing the sparkle, and it made me so ridiculously happy because you know I'm not a sparkly girl. I've never been a sparkly gal. I don't know what happened. Something just flipped in my brain and I was like, yeah, sparkle. I blame the caftan. My caftan, because that's how it took off. And then I made more sparkly things. If you embraced your sparkle with me and found your sparkle, I'm so happy. And thank you so much for participating. Now let's announce the winners. So on Instagram, Sophia landed on this picture by Misu Neolet. I know Misu. This is not rigged. Honestly, the kiddo picked it. Hey Miso, and she's lovely, very colorful, very colorful. We have similar taste in yarn and knits, and I love everything she makes, and she also has a podcast in Finnish on YouTube. And on Nixolcon. And then on Ravelry there were over 100 entries, and then I also added everyone who emailed me from my what is it, Excel file. I added you to that number, and random number generator chose number 87. And I found the picture, and that's Richard from Prague, and Richard knit a lovely festive sparkly pair of socks, and I love them. Wonderful. So Richard and Misu, please get in touch with me. So either email me or message me on Ravelry with your details, and I'll get some lovely sparkly prizes your way. Thank you everyone for finding your sparkle, for being brave and trying something new, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Let's go to knit and chat. Let's knit on something. I'll knit on the socks. Oh, the socks. What is my issue with sock knitting? To be fair, I don't like knitting sleeves as well. I think it's the small circumference knitting. I have big hands. It's not comfortable. Yeah, I like bigger projects, but okay. Let's go to knit and chat. The weather. Still no spring in sight. It's been raining and then freezing and then raining, so it's mostly muddy right now with still some snow left around. So what else? Life is lifing. I'm keeping it together. I am. Kids, both kids have been sick. Sophia is already back at school, but the big kiddo is still at home, and spring bugs are not fun. I hope he's the last one and nobody else catches anything, because I just can't anymore. So I've been trying to find joy in simple things, and I've been baking bread and making a lot of different veggie soups. I've been experimenting because kiddo he hasn't had a great appetite, so I've been trying to find something warm he would like to eat. Oh, yesterday I made lovely sweet potato roasted pepper soup, and it turned out great. I don't use recipes. I'm very spontaneous knitter, yes, and also cook. The way I cook is the same way I knit. Just something pops into my mind and I need to try it out. So yeah, we just improvised, and it turned out great with like garlic and croutons and just lovely. So and then I got back into spinning. Slowly. I'm slowly getting back into spinning. I've been trying to spin 10 minutes every day, at least 10 minutes. And it's lovely. It feels like it's grounding you, and yeah, and I'm right now spinning like very woolly wool, very sticky, lovely carded woolly wool. And it just feels wonderful. Just getting it slide through my fingers, and I'm enjoying the process so much. I sit by the window. I'm waiting for a moment when I can go sit and spin outside, even on the porch. And that's my favorite. I love spinning outside, and I haven't spun in months. I haven't been near my wheel. Like, I'm near it, but I haven't done anything, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Oh, I also finished yarn, but I didn't bring it. Oh, shucks. I have a finished object that is yarn. I'll insert a footage, some kind of footage. It's a little skein. My friends gifted me a braid long time ago, or was it loose wool? I don't know. Some lovely hand-dyed fiber, and I spun it in the beautiful unicorn yarn. And now I took it off the bobbin and I washed it, and it's wonderful. So. And then we've been putting seedlings in the ground, like planting garden. The garden is still resting under a pile of snow, but you know, to plant the garden is to believe in the future, right? Oh, who said that? Who said that? Audrey Hepburn? Maybe? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Audrey Hepburn, right? It goes something like that. So, no, to plant the garden is to believe in tomorrow. And we do believe in tomorrow. We do believe in tomorrow. Because if you don't believe, then what's the point? I know it's hard, but we must try and do our best. So yeah. What else? No major weekend plans, except maybe cleaning a bit inside, cleaning a bit outside. Yeah, big kiddo is still unwell, so I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. Just chores, chores. Yeah, there is plenty things to do around here. It's never ending. Oh, I had a question. How is Penelope doing? Penelope is right here. Oh, by the window, she's a big girl. Look, she has grown. All the new fluffy tips. And I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna plant her out this year. She's still so tiny. Could I keep her in a pot for another year, or should she go in the garden? I don't know. What if something happens to her? She's my precious. Should I keep her? What do you think? Should I keep her inside for another year and make her grow a bit bigger, or I could like give her outside treatments on the porch when the weather is a bit better. Yeah, that she would get used to light, and then we could see. And then we'll see. But if I plant her, I need to plant her in the spring, and maybe then cover from the sun, because it is quite rough in spring, and it burns everything down. Yeah, I don't know. So she's doing great. She's here by the window enjoying the light. I've also been charging my eyeballs outside. It's so nice that we finally have light, and evenings are not dark and mornings are not dark anymore, because turns out I struggle with the dark season. I've never like noticed it as much as this year, that darkness is just, yeah, like I can't deal with it. Luckily, spring is almost here. It's March, by the way. It's March. Not sure how that happened. Oh. Do you have any lovely weekend plans? What are you doing? Have you started your gardens? Of course you have, if you're not in in Alaska probably. Yeah, same weather as here. Even Canada is warmer right now, most of Canada. We still have quite much of snow left. That's it for today. Nothing else comes to mind. I'm gonna let you go and carry on with your day. So let me know what you're working on, what kind of project keeps your hands busy, what makes you happy at the moment. So take care, knit a lot, maybe knit something pink, not that I'm encouraging, but look, it's such a happy color. Yeah, so I'm wishing you all the best, have a nice weekend, and I will see you next week. Hej då!